Today we're talking why you will never find a high quality holster at your big box stores. Here we go. Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel where our goal is to provide relevant education and accurate information for all things self-defense from the civilian perspective for civilians. My name is Craig. Yeah, I was taking a recent trip with my wife and my kids doing some shopping to our local academy down in South. That is kind of our local sports and outdoors store, very similar to your Bass Pro, your Cabela's, your Dick's Sporting Goods. So as my family was shopping, I decided to head over to the gun section, specifically the holster area, to see what I could find. And guys, I was not disappointed. So let's talk about why these big box stores are not going to carry high quality holsters. First off, a business's number one goal is to generate profit. Cool, not a problem. Capitalism, yay for that. But here's the thing. They are going to carry the products that they can make the most profit on, but also that is geared towards as many people as they can. They are limited by the inventory that they carry just in that small aisle, and so they're trying to appeal to as many people as they can. And in order to do so, because the average person is going to go in there like, hey man, I need a holster for my Springfield 1911 or my Taurus G3. Typically, those are the kind of people that are going to go to these big box stores to look for a holster. And so what you're going to get is you're going to get subpar products. You're going to get poor design, poor materials, poor craftsmanship. Most of this stuff is going to be manufactured overseas, probably in China, and then poor attachment methods. Guys, if you haven't seen my video on selecting a carry holster, one of the things that I talk about is that, number one, a holster's main design or main purpose is to cover the trigger guard. But each holster is specific to that gun that it is designed to be carried in. Okay? So that being said, it's essentially a niche product. That's why for the most part, you're going to have to go straight to the manufacturer, you're going to have to go straight to the source, or you're going to have to go to somebody like BigTexOrdnance who specializes in carrying high quality gear for people like you and I. So a lot of these holsters, this one size fits all, a lot of them are going to be made out of nylon. Well, I talked about in that video, when you draw that gun out of that holster needs to retain its shape. Well, a lot of those nylon holsters, they're going to collapse in on of itself. Also, since it's a universal one size fits all, you're not going to get the retention that you need when that gun goes in that holster. Once again, guys, when we are carrying a gun, we're trying to prevent access from people who we don't want to get access to that gun, right? So if we don't want somebody to grab our gun, we've got to, number one, have the skills to keep them from that, but two, carry it in a manner, in a position, in a holster that will help us retain that handgun. So yeah, those holsters, they don't provide the retention, and then they also are just poor quality, poor design. Not to mention the attachment methods. Once again, that holster, you need to have 100% closure loop around your belt. Those attachment methods, those metal clips, those spring clips, those plastic clips, guys, I've seen too many times people drawing holsters or drawing guns and that holster comes with it because the clip design or the attachment method is poor. On most of these holsters, that's what you're going to get. Now, you might see some injected molded like Phobos holsters, but in my opinion, that stuff is not for serious use. That's for range play. Those paddle holsters, yeah, they're easy on, easy off, and that's great. But I'm not going to carry those types of holsters for concealed carry. They don't attach to the belt. Typically, those injection molded holsters from those companies are very, very poor quality. You're not going to get the life out of those type of injection molding as you would like a higher quality like a Safariland or whatnot. So yeah, those Phobos holsters, guys, that's just for the range. I would not even attempt to try to carry those. And then you got your Black Hawk Serpas. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about that. Not a big fan. But yeah, guys, that's the thing. Holsters specifically made to each individual gun. And that's why you're going to have to go to the source. So these big box stores are trying to make as much profit as they can. Once again, that's not a problem. That is great. But they're going to have to appeal to as many people as they can. And typically when you do that with holsters, you have to present subpar quality holsters. Poor workmanship, poor design, poor materials, poor attachment methods. So guys, if you're looking for a holster, go to the source. Dark Star Gear, Tenacor, Filster, BigTexOrdnance does a great job of carrying holsters. Now, your local gun store might do a decent job. So my local gun store actually carries Raven concealment. They carry some other brands that I can't really remember off the top of my head, but your local gun store might do a better job than most of carrying high quality holsters because they've got a specific clientele that they're marketing to. But yeah, guys, your big box stores, your Cabela's, your Bass Pros, your Academies, your Dick's Sporting Goods, they're going to carry the holsters that appeal to the majority of people. And typically, and I'm sorry to say this, people that are typically going to these big box stores for these holsters, they're just getting into the concealed carry game and they really don't know any better. So it's kind of our goal here in the channel is to try to educate people as much as they can. I've got a box full of holsters that I no longer use. I've paid the stupid tax on it, and I want to save you from having the same issue that I had. I want to save you that money. I want to save you that trouble. Guys, buy once, cry once. Go straight to the source for your concealed carry holsters. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe, be smart, be skilled, and we'll catch you on the next one.